there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Eh. You see it through. You see it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Hey. You see it through. You see it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever, forever. The
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. And we slow down. For you and I are safe and We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just waste another day. I don't know what to say. You say we need a change, and feel that you mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, it's not like we need them. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. Sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. Gotta show you love and keeps me high. Keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love. It keeps me high. Keeps me high. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going running around in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Ground or in outer space. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going running around in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Vanquisher. It's Romeo and Satyr here with OVS taking on Dorado Gaming, Satyr's favorite team.
Yeah, it's becoming the biggest meme at the moment that I just don't like Dorado, and it's true, I just don't. But I'm always happy to see a team that's doing so well continues to do so well continuously, and it's nice to have haters as well as the main thing. But I will be rooting for OVS in this one, but as unbiased as possible during the cast. But bans coming through at the moment, Jack's ear, so a lot of kind of top pressure being taken away from Maharaga here, while Maokai Senna, much more common bans coming through. So OVS going pointed, while POWG right now, they're going more, just get rid of the basics, make sure they don't have anything easy to set up with, and the Varus also being taken away. So that's a very good flex pick at the moment. I do like the Varus top, it's just a little spicy.
The Varus, I haven't seen too much Varus top. I've definitely seen him used a ton in the bot lane, but speaking of ADCs and other lanes, Kai'Sa mid has been something I've been seeing more and more, along with AP Kai'Sa in that bot lane. Do you think we'll see that come out?
I'm not the biggest fan of Kai'Sa right now, even though like there is memes to do with myself and Kai'Sa and playing Kai'Sa. I just don't like it right now. But Karma coming through, I want to see a Smolder as well, so more Smolders coming out, and with the new AP Smolder that's getting put in soon, it's going to be very, very spicy with his new AP scaling, but also with the Azir, so control and scaling already there for Dog, so I'm happy.
early and confident Azir pick. I do feel like it drives that Karma to the support role pretty quick. I mean, you maybe we see Karma top, not super likely, but it sits out there. Anivia coming in to go against Azir. How do you feel about the Anivia versus Azir matchup?
If it is the Azir into Anivia, I'm thinking that could be Karma Anivia bot lane, and just look to consistently keep that Smolder down and away from waves. It's always possible. But the Nautilus going with the Smolder is probably my favorite iteration of that bot lane. I'm quite happy with that, but that could easily be a Twisted Fate into the mid lane. ADTF doesn't do terribly. It might not be terrible here. It could be bot lane either. There's a lot of flexible options there. I have seen a lot of mages head into the bot lane now in that support role, including Silas. So keep an eye out for that soon. But Xin Zhao is gone.
Ban. No.
Yeah, it deserves to be banned. Just so my jungler doesn't play it.
Volibear. We should talk about that. Volibear, a champion that went from 0 relevancy to one of the top picks right now across solo queue and comp. I've loved Volibear for a while, but he's back. Also, Bel'Veth has come into play, and I guess Nocturne's in have really never left.
You say Bel'Veth's come in. It's been an EU pick for a very long time.
Yeah, but this is NA where we do everything 10 months late.
True. G2's been pulling bans on Bel'Veth for 2 splits now.
We're gonna win Worlds. We just need a couple more decades and we'll be fine.
A couple more decades? I was going to say, as soon as Korea stopped playing League of Legends, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like once a new MOBA, like, you know when the new...
League 2.
Not even League 2, you know when the MMO comes out? That's when NA is gonna win Worlds.
But like, NA's so good at MMOs. Don't you always win Worlds first in like Destiny and World of Warcraft?
That's just because all you have to do is mind-numbingly nothing and grind, and that's what we're really good at. We're good at just not thinking and smashing our keyboard. We just go.
I don't know, I really like the MMO races, but looking at the rest of this comp coming through, they have the Poppy Zac. So once again, more flexible. Like, I have no idea where anything's going right now because most of those can be flexed. But the Yorick coming through, so we saw this last night in Divinity. There was some incredible split pushing coming through where they just opened the base with 1 pick and it just ended the game. We could see another case of that with Dog here, as they are very, very good in their early game, setting up leads and then leaving their top laner to do whatever they want. And it's something that I like that comes across most of Dorado, is that they know how to play the game through all their divisions nearly the same way. So when they're practicing, they can always look to the higher elos and go, what did I do wrong here? They can pull in someone. And I think there's a lot of that going on with this org. I think there's a lot of help coming through from every member. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them with that. But where is that Zac going? Is that top or is that jungle?
I mean, I feel like that is jungle. I mean, you could play Poppy into... I mean, you play either of those in the Viego, really, but I do imagine that's a Zac jungle. I also think Zac's a lot better in the jungle right now than Poppy, but I feel like Poppy has a lot she can do to quite a few of these champions. I don't really know how I feel about either of those champions in the Yorick, though. I feel like no matter what, you have a losing top lane matchup in the long run.
Zac top has been so... It's been so oppressive. It's so hard to lock it down. It just has constant healing. You can't really kill it. And then even if you do, you always have to worry about the passive and who's nearby and is there a TP. And it's just incredibly hard to play into. So I would want to see more from that in the terms of people actually picking it and playing it correctly and playing around those healing and pulling up your jungler. So I do enjoy the pick. I can't tell where anyone from OBS is going, and I love it. I love the kind of freedom that comes with that kind of draft, that you're like, we can throw anything anywhere. Like, it could be Karma, Anivia bot, TF mid, Zac top or jungle.
I do want to ask, do you think they have enough like AD damage to take down Yorick in the late game?
With ADTF, yeah, I think so. And just the fact that Yorick wants to be in that side lane, it just gives TF the ability to sit in that lane. If Anivia is mid, has the TP, it'll be able to sit in that lane. They'll always have an answer for the split push with the TP to follow for team fights, so I think they have a good enough answer for it. It just depends on how ahead Yorick is in those moments. But when it comes to these drafts, I think sometimes some teams do need a little bit of help, right, Romeo?
Yeah, they do. But that brings us to, of course, where you can get that help. And if you're like me, you know you need that help, and the only way to find it right now, guys, is through the #1 sponsor of Titan Esports, and that is ProComps. You want to up your level of solo queue or your competitive ranking, you want to get into the big leagues, you want to get into Vanquisher, what you need is to download ProComps, the #1 drafting website for League of Legends. It turns your A game into S tier. It gives you some of the best picks that you can find going with your comp, some amazing bans, and even has a little nice overlay feature to go in with it. So if you want to get ProComps, go ahead into the panels below, click on it, use the link, helps out Titan, and I promise you it will help you get to the elo you want.
And now we can go into game after that lovely spiel. Now we can go into game. We always have to get that out of the way nice and quick, but yeah, go and download the app. It really helps out Titan, really helps out us, helps us put on more shows, more importantly. And right now we're going to have a C. So it will be TF bot and Nivea mid, Poppy jungle, Zac top. So a couple of changes coming in there. I am liking the TF. It has been a very, very fun pick for ADCs because they released Smolder and it's not really an ADC, even though they wanted a traditional ADC. So I don't think Riot know what traditional means anymore. But
what do you mean? Smolder's not traditional?
You think casting ADCs that scale better with magic are traditional ADCs? Like, what happened to Jinx, Caitlyn?
I mean, we have Samira, we have Smolder,
Zeri,
and Zeri. So we have Arthritis, Melee, and Dragon that does AP damage.
I don't think Samira is in the last three. I think there's something between Samira and Zeri.
Senna came out before Samira, right?
Yes, but when did Aphelios come out?
I thought Aphelios came out before Samira as well.
There's too many champions in this game.
There's what, 100 and too many?
Yeah, just too many. There's just too many. We need to stop, relax.
Yeah, the last three were Smolder, Nyla, and Zeri.
Nyla. Oh yeah, and the other ADC that's not really an ADC. Yeah, that one. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, they've kind of given up on traditional ADCs. So it is looking like we're gonna get that AD Twisted Fate in the bot lane, though. I think they kind of had to with the way they drafted their comp. I know you were saying it could have been a Nivea and Karma, but I don't know how that really would have worked for the. Is AD Twisted Fate mid something? I haven't seen it in the games I've played. But is that something that people still do, like AD Twisted Fate mid?
It's one of those cases where you can kind of play ADTF wherever you want at this stage. Like, there's a lot of a top lane just to counter any sort of split pushing top laner at the moment, especially with the likes of Yorick and Trundle being so strong. TF just has a really good time with them in lane, but that's a very nice hook coming through from False, but the step up from TF is insane.
Yeah, it was a good trade from Dorado Gaming, but not a whole lot going to come of all of it. False taking a ton of damage. Scarlowy, I think is how you pronounce that. Taking quite a bit of damage as well. Smolder stacking, though. Smolder's getting those beautiful, beautiful stacks to try to get that execute as quick as possible. You know, one of the things I've noticed between high elo and like low elo, Smolder gameplay, how quickly you get that execute.
Yeah, it is, but that's like the story in most elos. It's like when it comes to any sort of stacking champion, even when it comes to like Nasus at a high elo, if there is a couple of high elo Nasus out there, they'll be at 200, 300 stacks in like 10 minutes. And you're going, how did they even do that? They don't miss the simple things, which is what a lot of people in the lower elos miss. Like, I know that when I'm jumping down and I'm playing in Plat or Diamond or Emerald, anywhere around there, I'm just hitting all the minions and harassing them, and they're not throwing any damage back at me while I'm doing it. And I'm like, why are you so hyper focused on one instead of the other? Sometimes you just need to be able to balance the wave perfectly in ways like I can get
big
one.
Stun going through the flash forward from Nautilus to try to get to safety, but Swifty is still telling them the flash ignite gonna come through, and Karma's gonna pick up that first blood on Nautilus. Meanwhile, Zac in the top lane, we missed it here, but Viego has come for the gank, and it is going to be a quick kill from Mahoraga.
Yeah, that's just that quick Viego gank going straight towards that top side. Limster in a little bit of trouble now, but will you expend that TP to stop that heavy push coming through, as Barnes will stay to try and aid in that push. But Limster, you've got to be careful here. You can't be going too aggressive. You've no one with you.
Yeah, Limster still trying to find a way to be a bit aggressive here with Barnes in the top side. His jungler still on the bot side of the map farming those Krugs. but it looks like Maharaga is going to have a nice back off that early kill.
Yeah, good back time, and definitely should be able to get something from this one, because this is the lane they want to get ahead early. They want the Yorick to be applying as much pressure as possible, as we do see Barnes getting that first scuttle. It will be traded on the other side by Swifty, picking up one on the Poppy. So for the moment, jungler's looking pretty even. There is a bit of a CS lead in the favor of Barnes as they stayed to help take that wave. So experience is in their favor. Question is, are they going to trade objectives here? Or are they going to go Grubs Drake and just stay away from each other? Because Poppy can do a lot in these early stages.
Yeah. Traditionally, I feel like we've seen a lot of priority on the Grubs. We even see Nautilus right now walking towards that mid lane. He is going to take a back. I'm interested to see whether or not he's going to go straight to that bot lane, or if he's going to pull up on the Grubs and see if he can make an impact there. But I feel like the Grubs and Dragon trade is something we've been seeing a lot more of, especially in leagues like Vanquisher, where there are teams that are definitely more comfortable trading Grubs. Nautilus is going to land a nice hook. Freedom Potato is going to try to flash away, but it's going to be too little too late. Agnivia coming out, but there is no chance of survival for Freedom Potatoes as Barnes is going to claim the kill here. And that should be whichever objective they want to choose now.
Yeah, they've given themselves full reign here to pick up whatever they want. And yeah, that one kind of sucks, but we're going to pull back. We're going to go straight to Grubs. We're going to see that TP coming out from Freedom Potatoes as well. Husky Templar in a little bit of trouble, but they can't catch that dragon. I really hope someone gets to catch the pigeon there, but am I too old?
I don't even know what that's from. And
Astridley and Muttley? No?
Who?
I'm from a different generation, man.
Yeah, I think you're old. Grandpa Satyr coming out with references no one has heard of.
I'm only 3 years into being a dad. Don't give me that yet, please.
Oh man, you're only 3 years into being a dad for the kid. You know, who knows what would have happened? Young Satyr, handsome little lad. We don't know. You could be Grandpa Satyr right now.
Don't say little lad like I'm not 6'2".
Yeah, tiny, itty bitty little lad.
You're not allowed on half the rides on Space Mountain. Will you stop?
I'm 6 foot.
I doubt it.
Do I need to stand next to my
door? Your forehead goes into that.
5 feet. Maharaga coming out of the Limster. Ocean Drake going to be picked up from OverSoul Esports here. Limster, ever since that first death, has been having a hard time finding his way back into this lane.
See where to go with this one. Barnes, this is a perfect chance for them to get this dive off, and there's going to be no chance for a response here. Limster has to know something is going on here. The flash is just about up. No ult available. Can you try and last a slingshot anywhere?
Dive comes in. No stun coming up, but Limster taking a ton of damage. And there's going to be the reset, but he still goes down. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's going to live off Zac passive. He's going to survive because of Zac passive. What a gank from Barnes. And it was a 2-0 Maharaga. That split pushing Yorick. 3 plates, about to be 4. First tower's almost guaranteed going to Yorick. And Dorado Gaming right now is, despite only being 2 kills up, has a great lead in the top side of the map.
That's an honest go next right there. If I'm Zac, I'm uber tilted. My brain is broken after that one. That one sucks, but we do see Swifty down in spot side, and I won't be able to find anything off it. And Limster is going to be feeling the pain of losing multiple waves, more and more time being lost in that top side, and not getting that return kill is going to be very, very important, as it's now 1,500 gold going over to Maharaga, and it is Limster forced to push this one in, which gives Yorick more time to even possibly hold on to more waves, freeze them out, and it's 8 minutes and there's no plates left to grab. It's literally just finishing the tower for the top side.
Yeah, it is guaranteed first tower gold going to Yorick, who already has Eclipse, first mythic, or I guess not mythic, but first built item on the map. Kitsume gonna go in. Huge stun comes up from Barnes right after the soldier flank there. Barnes gonna be able to pick up the kill, get into that Anivia body. Limster trying to do his best to help alongside Poppy. There is gonna be the Twisted Fate ult to bring him to the mid lane to help with the fight, but nobody is going down on the side of Dorado Gaming, and it's a lot of wasted resources. 5 cent mid for OVS, but no kills picked up.
No kills picked up. Everyone responding to it, and just not enough. Even using that TF ult, trying to get something going and just nothing working. Top lane tower goes down. Swifty's going to get spotted out on this. Maharaga feeling good, will opt into this one. If they get the cage, it could be a flash, but they don't land it. Swifty getting chased down
A lot of damage,
regardless,
though.
and
The slow has
Maharaga.
come out. There is no vision of other people, but the maiden was on top of Swifty. Swifty forced to leave the jungle here as we see 3,000 gold, but only off the back of 3 kills. So many plates have gone towards Dorado Gaming. You look at the CS gap, and there's almost one in every lane at the moment. And there's a big difference in gold and top lane. Can we see the exact gold difference right now between Zach and Yorick? Oh wow. 2,000 gold separates Zach and Yorick right now, Sater.
Yeah, but just put that into, like, say a couple of items. That's a pretty much a full component ahead, which completes your first item. Eclipse is now done for Yorick. On the other side, it's just a haunting, guys. It's not enough to even attempt a fight. You can never even dream of fighting it, and Poppy can't do enough to defeat that Yorick. I think maybe Twisted Fate later on will be able to pick up something if they go for Kraken Slayer and they get those on hits and they're able to chase them down freely. But Yorick is in the position now to turn around and go, no, I have a maiden. I win this. It's always a 1v2. And it's going to be a very difficult game if they can't find a win condition. And right now they have a single Drake. They might be looking to maybe stack Drakes in this one, hopefully get a good roll on it, maybe get a Hex Tech or an Infernal. But what can you really do? Maybe Mountain to try to keep Zac alive for an extra 0.2 seconds. But ult was used in the bot lane by Smolder. There was something happening down that bot side, but it was called off as Barnes returning to this top side, and now it just feels like cyberbullying.
Yeah, sometimes you got a cyberbully to make sure you can put the game to bed. And Limster being forced to the tower wave, and you can tell with the 6 grubs captured too by Dorado Gaming, this tower is falling so quick, and there's not a damn thing OVS can do about it. Limster's doing his best to defend, but the other thing is, you pick Zac to win early and put down a lot of pressure, and Zac's fallen behind. What's the way for Limster to make an impact here for OVS? Oh, wait a minute, Barnes coming for the mid gank. Not going to come out just yet, as Kitsune is pushing the wave. We could see Freedom Potatoes go down here. We missed it, but Zac got the shutdown on Yorick somehow, and in the bot lane, Nautilus and Smolder both going to go down, all for just the Anivia trade. That's a lot of gold shifted to OVS here in that couple of plays.
You know, I just wanted to see the Viego take the Anivia passive, stand under tower, go into egg form, and then survive again. Just to put more insult to injury with the 2 picks that have somehow sort of like revive passives, just to do it again. Just to really put the heart down.
It would have been really funny.
It would break all the mental. Kitsune, come on. You know your tower
you gotta crack a couple of eggs to make an omelet, right?
I hate you.
All I know is out of the 30 viewers we have, at least one of them chuckled. Sure. We
what happens.
we may be able to see what happened top. I think we're looking at it here. Zac just we got top 10 jankiest replays of all time. But here's what we missed in the top lane, guys. Limster's crawling up with that wave. Maharaga goes, and it looks like it's the maiden. It's the 2v1 that does it for him. That's the shutdown we missed, my friends.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? I'm glad we got to see it because it just shows how broken Zac is, that you can be down that much and still somehow get something. But as we jump back in, we see back again the mid gank works out well. They take out Anivia. We'll see Kitsune take another tower shots in a couple of seconds. But the reset from the bot lane was a little bit worrying. We see more kills coming in on the mid side. The win condition is Twisted Fate, right? It has to be Twisted Fate. The Thunder Sky is on Poppy now. They'll have a little bit of damage. Will they have enough that might be able to do something with it? I don't think so.
Do you prefer the Sundered Sky rush on Poppy right now, or do you prefer the tankier item ideas? Because I've seen that come out quite a bit.
Sundered Sky is really, really good. It's absolutely broken. It's like I play a lot of Poppy jungle when I am forced into the jungle. I just think it's probably one of the strongest picks in the game for what it can do against champions. And what I mean by that is one of your abilities, yeah, it's a little bit of speed, and a lot of champions have that, but it's the fact you can stop dashes is just absolutely insane in games with the likes of Nzir. You can stop that shuffle, and Nautilus, you can stop him getting that second auto off, but right now Maharaga is...
though, getting stopped in his tracks by 3 of them. Swifty gonna pick up the kill on Maharaga here. The Poppy that you've been saying is so good, and I guess that's a fair point. Steadfast present. Oh, wait a minute. Barnes going in, the ultimate gonna come out, and it doesn't look like there's anywhere for Twisted Fate to go. He's gonna go down instantaneously. Yellow card gonna come out. There's nowhere for Zach to jump now. A big wasted TP from the Limster.
No, he gets a wave. He's getting some CS. That's all that's fair.
Well,
Sound like a cat there.
well, like, you know, I guess he gets the wave. He could have
TF
also...
to the top side. TF might have a bit of a better chance into Yorick right now, especially with Ghost coming up soon for Matstat. So
Does Zach have a good chance into Smolder though?
yeah, Smolder has...
Wait,
Go on.
Leon is Leandre Zach the play when we're behind?
Oh god, no.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Oh god, goodbye, Freedom Potatoes. Azir might have missed, but it doesn't matter when the bird has his talons. It's a 3-0 Azir. Nasher's Tooth is there. Sork Shoes is there. The tower is not.
You think an eagle would beat a pigeon?
No.
One carries disease and one carries the hope of America.
Yeah, so even if Anivia, like the eagle, kills them, now you have the black flag. It's over.
Oh, there comes the hook. There goes.
The hook beats both, and unfortunately, Funny Magician cannot get away from Giant Hook. Graves wasn't there.
Why did I immediately imagine Dark Magician from Yu-Gi-Oh?
I immediately imagined, you know the meme where it's "I like your funny words, Magic Man."
No, no, you are Gen Z. What is this?
No, everyone knows that. Okay, guys in the chat, I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I cast testicular torsion. That's the one I remember. I've been playing too much D&D. Let's see. We have to break this one down really quickly, Romeo, because this game is going to end fairly quickly if it continues this way. We have Rift Herald, Yorick, 6 Grubs, Fed top, but Zach is kind of getting back into this one. And
yeah, Leandre is definitely helping.
It's doing something. And then we have the Poppy that's scaling up to a level now where they're starting to become a little bit more of a monster. We do have a little bit of vision control down here, and False will clear it out in the hopes of setting something up. But Swifty is prepped and ready for this one. They know that someone's in the area, but it's not Barnes. Barnes is topside, so Kitsume, what can you do with this one? The tower is low. Do you really think this is diveable right now?
It can be for sure if you have that wave crashing in. I do think that tower does not stay long enough. I just don't know if you want to take the 3v3 and have him take a tower. I feel like it is a bit risky until Barnes gets a little bit closer, but it doesn't look like they're just going to try to walk in and claim that tower. There's not really a damn thing OVS can do to stop them. It's just going to fall here, and that's all T1's down for OVS. That's a huge line of control that is just eliminated from them, and now objective takes are so much easier for Dorado.
Let's see what the idea is here, because Drake is up soon. They need to start stacking these for some sort of win condition. It's also a mountain, which will keep Poppy and Zach in the game for so much longer. They don't want to give that over to the Yorick. You don't want to give him tank stats.
Oh,
Limster
goodbye, Limster. Fighting the Yorick is still not the best play. He was low health last time. He's not low health this time, and the passive does finish, but it doesn't matter because Maharaga, a little bit too damn strong, probably has second item close to completion on that next back. He has the Rift Herald now, and with no Zac to defend, Swifty kind of needs to go up there to make sure their entire base doesn't fall, and that means a free Dragon's going straight over to Dorado.
Free Dragon, they're setting up for kills, though. They want to get more picks. They want to get more from this. Kitsume looked like they were visible. They were saying, but freedom is easy.
Divide. The stun gonna go through. Mom coming in for the fire clutch. There is gonna be the depth charge, and that is going to be an eagle that doesn't have wings. America would be disappointed.
It's true, but Barnes does manage to pick that up. Rift Herald was used, but not stepped in. Should be stepped in now. There goes
Here we
Yorick. This
go.
should be an easy pickup for this one. It's going to be another big chunk of damage onto that. All the grubblings, all the damage. They're sending 3 up to try stop.
Maharaga, 4 of them are there for him. Poor Maharaga has nowhere to go, and Swifty is gonna find the dead man.
Limster still nearly went down there, nearly fell apart right at the end. If they had lost one there, you would have known the game was over. But second Mountain Drake picked up. They do manage to get another chunk out of the inhib tower. They get to tier 2. They're pushing on all lanes. They have everything is firing. Pistons a go. And why does it always have to be Dorado that does this?
Because they're good. As much as we don't like them because the big bad evil villains, they're the big bad evil villains because nobody can beat them, and you get tired of seeing them win, and they flame people. But also, the hard reality is Dorado Gaming, they practice hard. Like you said, they got that trickle down economics when it comes to their scrims. And they all play a similar way, but nobody has found a way in these leagues to really dethrone the way Dorado Gaming plays.
Right now, Limster are trying their very best, but hooked out of the air by the Nautilus.
There's Itsumi right into the tower, and there's 3 of them there for Limster. Not a lot of gold in Limster anymore. What was that? Well, still 300, actually. That's pretty good. That's a solid amount of gold, actually. I didn't think he'd still be worth that much.
Yeah. They did pick up that solo kill and has only died once since then, so the gold hasn't quite reset. We're going to try to set up something here as Gambler just flies away. Swifty's in a little bit of trouble here, but hasn't have that fear placed into them yet. They're still happy to step up into these. Scar want to get the vision down, but everything's being choked out slowly. Like, you can still see the waves being pushed in constantly. Azir now roaming towards the top side. Yorick now in the bot. TPs are available as well for Maharaga, so they can appear at any point, and Barnes just looking for that stun to open up the fight.
Yeah, and if he can find it, that could spell close to the end of this game for OverSoul, especially considering we're pushed into the T3s now. That Baron is about to be up. Any pick could result in Baron, but Kitsumi right now is the one who's looking like he's going to get picked. Limster diving in on him. That Leandro is actually putting in work at the moment. That's going to be the shutdown going over to Swifty. And I feel like there is a lot of gold from OBS right now onto Swifty. But there comes Mama. Mama going in. Smolder trying to find anything, but there's going to be no kills there. Still firmly in the lead right now is Dorado Gaming. That was a nice little shutdown to go over to Swifty.
Yeah, a lot of great work put in there. As we see, Freedom Playo still trying to hold back this Yorick, but too far behind, and Yorick has too much of an advantage. It was something I was talking about, Anivia can hold back the Yorick due to just being able to drop the ult, clear out the waves, stay safe. But when you're this far behind, the Maharaga is just 2.5 items to a Rod of Ages tier build, a full scaling Anivia, you won't be able to hold this one back. And there has to be a point where the tides can turn, but it's still such a massive goal lead.
Yeah, it's almost 7,000. We're at what, about 6,500 gold. A lot of that was on the early game on that Yorick, but now Azir's looking wicked strong. 200 CS on Yorick. Smolder's scaling is there. Does he have the execute yet? Let me just get a little check on those stats real quick. The stacking of the Smolder. I think he's got to be close to his execute, if not already there.
No, nowhere near it.
Okay, well,
140 out of 225.
That's not nowhere near it. He's 2/3 of the way. But the items are there.
For the time that it is, he should be at it if he was playing well the entire game at this point. But right now, Limster's fighting this.
Limster thinking he found the correct play. It does look like a little bit of bait. We see Poppy coming, we see Karma coming, but it might be too little too late. Maharaga gonna take Limster to the passive and run away. Swifty firmly on his tail, but the Ghost, the emote, the BM, and he's even stopping in front of him! Maharaga leaving a bad taste in OverSoul's mouth.
As they just immediately start up the Baron, seeing that Poppy was chasing down the Yorick, TPs to it, now back to full HP. Baron for free, they get nothing off it. They might get a bounty from this bot tower, but even then, they've just been made fools in this last play.
Yeah, Dorado Gaming, if you ever wonder why the villains, is because when you make a wrong play against them, they emote on you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The big bad guy. That's all they are. The big
They are
bad guy.
the BBEG. They're what Vegger has always despised, or not despised, but wanted to become.
See what they can do here. They have an option for a play here. They just need to send it, but Swifty not trying to flash onto the smolder, maybe try to flash into the wall, get that stun, but no, there's no trigger being pulled right now, and right now it's down to someone to do it because they're losing everything.
Yeah, that inhib is not going to stay up much longer if they keep 4 at this dragon pit. There needs to be something coming out because this dance is only getting worse and worse for them. Dorado Gaming is completely content with just going back and forth because they know Yorick is way stronger than your 0-6 Anivia right now. This Yorick will just end the game if you don't do something, and they need to make that decision now. They have started the dragon, but it might be too little too late. As Smolder just deletes Twisted Fate from the map. There goes Poppy. There goes Karma. Zach's gonna fall immediately after it. Anivia cannot defend this base on their own. The TPs are coming in. Agnivia already gone. T1 gonna fall in front of that Nexus. Maharaga might go down, and he does, but Kitsumi is here to finish off the day, and it looks like Dorado Gaming is going to decisively pick up game 1 in about 23 minutes, unless Karma has something to say, but it's looking pretty rough. Another wave's coming in. Twisted Fate will be out, but it's a 4v2. There's no hope. It's gone. Dorado Gaming is putting another team to bed right now as they're going to pick up the first game in this series.
Yeah, it was Swifty doing their very best, 4-1 and 2, and the rest of the team 1-5, 1-6, 1-3, and 1-1. There was just never an option there, and just look at the difference. Like, Limster doing their very best in terms of damage, but the damage was done once Yorick had picked up those couple of kills. It was just...
Oh my god, look at the damage on Yorick.
Yeah, just ripping through the teams, constantly fighting that Zac and winning them out just is the difference maker there, but there's not much to break down. That was just a complete disassembly of everything that OVS was trying to do, and Dorado fully deserved that victory, but there's always a second game, there's always a second chance, and with the draft coming into the next one, I think they just need to play for early game, get advantages, and try to out-tempo them, and just keep fighting them and just trying to win it out that way, because Dorado just too clean.
I almost wonder if it is better for OverSoul to pick up a champion in the top lane like Shen, because what we have seen out of Dorado Gaming is almost every time their top laner is able to just run through the enemy top laner. But if you pick a champion like Shen, you might lose that lane, but if you can use some good Stan Unites to like affect the rest of the map, it might do what they want to do with Zac, but better.
Might do. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the drafts can do. I think that Yorick just completely blew open the game just through 1 or 2 small mistakes, but we'll be back in just a couple of moments as we get ready for game 2, so please don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2.
Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. 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 We're gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We're gonna live forever, talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh. You left me with scars,
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. And we slow down. For you and I are safe and We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just slow waste another day. Eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, it's not like we need them. Safe and sound. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. Sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. Guided for your love and keeps me high. Keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love. It keeps me high. Keeps me high. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space. Live my life on the ground or in outer space. Ground or in outer space. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space. Ground or in outer space. Ground or in outer space. Ground or in outer space.
Don't say goodbye. Don't make me cry. Fading again, but I won't give in to you. Don't say goodbye. Don't make me cry. say goodbye. Don't make me cry. Fading again, but I won't give in to you. Don't say goodbye. Don't make me cry.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. 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 Sometimes I feel that my luck's run out. When things don't go to plan, I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real, this life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Eternal.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going right into the game. As you can tell, there were a little bit of technical difficulties because, well, Riot hates everything and everyone that moves, walks, stands, or breathes. But that's all right. We're here. We're back. Game is on. Dorado Gaming is up 4-3 in the kills, but 1,000 gold separates them. Let's go ahead and run down that draft, Sater. Let's go break down the teams real quick for the audience.
Yeah, Maharaga once again wants to be very aggressive in that top side, going straight towards that Twisted Fate, while we once again have Limster back on the Zac. Barnes and Kitsumi trying to set up with that Fizz Vi, which we will see immediately as they are just straight in onto Freedom Potatoes, who has no hope of surviving because Vi sets it up and Fizz knocks it down.
Yeah, there it goes. Barnes going to be picking up a kill right in front of you guys, so we can start off this match with some nice, quick action for all of you after that long wait. We're also like looking at the kill counts right now. Vi's got 2 kills. Callista's got 2 kills right now. A bounty's on that Callista. Bot lane for Dorado Gaming is going very well. The Limster is finding a little bit more success on that Zac, but I don't know if that is going to last. We can hope it does. Volibear was locked in, which is, of course, one of the newer jungle picks on this draft. Varus was banned last time, was unbanned. For Matsy. They did pick up the Karma as well. Renata's going to be on the side of Dorado Gaming with Callista, Fizz, Vi, and Twisted Fate. They don't really have too much of a front line on Dorado Gaming this time. Do you think that will come into play at all, or do you think that they'll be able to get strong enough out of the lanes to just make it not matter?
I think there's a lot of things that we have to talk about when it comes to this game. I think Vi and Fizz have way too much setup for Freedom Potatoes to ever survive and get their abilities off. Skarlery and Matstat have great scaling, but Callista Renata is probably the most broken combo in the entire game. I just think when it comes to how Dorado play, they have too many answers for everything you're trying to do.
Yeah, it is. They are a very good team at answering anything you want, and it looks like Limster is learning that real quick. The flash, however, the knockback there did not land. I believe it faded out right as the flash went through. So there was no knock up on Limster. Limster's going to live to see another day without burning their flash, but that does look like grubs are going to the side of Dorado Gaming. And they did pick up 3 grubs off screen, but there's Fizz going to be caught in a trap, and you can't walk out as Kitsumi is trying to make sure Freedom Potatoes goes down, and he confirms the kill. A little bit of a suspicious mind action happening here as Volibear going to try to finish the job, but he just can't. The E going to come out, but it's not going to finish. The ult used a little bit early, can't shut down the tower, and that means Fizz gets the kill and leave. A drive-by, if you will.
Yeah, just Fish just beats Bird by the looks of things, and it just doesn't seem like there's ever been a foothold for Freedom Potatoes in this game. We don't know how the start of it went, but Barnes right now is just trying to escape from over that wall. Husky Templar was stepping up to help out with False as well. Once those ults come through, things can get a little bit spicier, but right now, what can they do as an answer here, as things are going to start falling apart for them very quickly if they don't start to get advantages? And right now, where are they?
Yeah, it's hard right now. The only real advantage that you can see is with that Zac. I mean, Anivia and Fizz should be kind of even. Anivia might be even a little bit ahead. But it's hard, right? Because Vi can go get around the map quicker than Volibear. They've been putting in a lot of effort. And, like, Vi, when you're around the right team in comp, can just do so much work for keeping lanes ahead or stopping lanes from falling too far behind with that point-and-click CC, with that really easy chain CC where they just knock people up forever. And when we see the objectives right now, it's everything's going to Dorado Gaming. Both dragons, both sets of grubs. They might only be up 2,000, but right now they're two dragons off Mountain Soul, and we all can see the plating that's being taken away slowly by these grubby boys that they keep being able to claim.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do with the rest of this. Their play is going to have to be strong, fast, and they have to pull the trigger with absolutely no worries in the world. They have to be ready to absolutely end it. But let's see what they can do. This is another pull trigger from Dorado, and they're just winning it.
Zac did run the TP. We got Freedom Potatoes and Swifty getting some plating in the mid to try to make up for nothing happening in that bot lane. But Twisted Fate in that top side is also going to be able to get some plating out of this. Volibear going up top right now to try and cover it. But there's another plating taken from Maharaga, and that could be a huge little bit of gold inflection to get him back into the game.
Yeah, it is like, so if anyone's wondering why I'm speaking a little bit differently, I'm running at 4 frames per second on the Discord. Technical issues are everywhere today, but I am able to read numbers, and that's all that matters. And numbers right now is all I'm looking at. Is once again, Dorado are back at getting advantages, and they just got to, that's another dive.
There it is. The Assault Matter are going to come through, and Matt Sata going to go down. Skarloey going to be able to flash away. Well, that's a huge dive. Plating's going to come through. It is a 1-for-1 overall, but with Callista and Vi getting the gold from it, it is very favorable for Dorado Gaming.
Favorable seems to be their style, as everything seems to go their way. If they flip a coin, it's always heads, and the only lane they have to kind of worry about right now is, once again, Limster, who did have a great resurgence and was dragging himself back into it, but it is TF. It is that roaming potential, and it will eventually scale up to really affect your ability to stay in that lane, as TF at the moment just keeps getting stronger. But Static Shiv for first item is a little bit nasty.
Wait a minute, Swifty, you can't be backing there with everyone off map. Is going to be forced to flash and ult away, but it doesn't matter. Fizz going to pick up the kill. Now Limster caught in a rocket hard spot, going to be able to slingshot pretty far, but the handshake going to barely miss. Flash forward, the exhaust going to come out, handshake misses again. Freedom Potatoes here. Fizz diving forward. It is going to be a stun trying to come up for Karma. Maharaga going to run at them with the red card. No stun's going to come out, but a little bit of AoE damage. That Rift Herald is up. Callista's rotated mid. Varus in that bot lane, but it looks like that Rift Herald is another objective going over to the Theta boys.
Yeah, they're going to pick up more and more here, and it's overwhelming to be against them here. It's hard to have hope in games like this, and I really hope that at least the vibes are good in the calls, because we don't want to see them give up in these series. But Maharaga once again getting more pressure here. Yeah, it's difficult, right?
Satyr. In times like these, I need to know. Right? What is the weirdest pick right now you think is happening on like the pro scene that you like despise?
Karma.
You despise Karma?
I don't want to see Karma anymore. It's nerfed into the floor. It's not as strong. Bring back Braum.
Triple B, bring back Braum?
Yep. Braum is just the best.
I'm okay with that because we get more Poro merch. Yes. I would love more Poro merch. More Poro
Braum's
merch.
the best champion in the game. End of. Why would you want to play anything else?
Well, I mean, like, what does Braum really do, though?
Puts up a wall and says no.
Braum tried to do that, and we all hate him. I really hope somebody laughed.
You really brought the American out for a second there, and you're not even American.
Look, okay. Sometimes I can't talk about what my prime minister does without the stream maybe getting taken down. So
yeah, but you have
gotta go
royalty.
somewhere else.
Like you have a royalty. You have like monarchy and stuff, right?
No.
Is there not a royal family in Canada?
I mean, we support the royal family, but that's the British royal family that we support.
I thought you had royals in Canada as well.
No. We just still respect the Queen because they let us go free rather than shooting our way out.
Our producer has told us we should probably talk about the game. No, we want to talk about this more. What do you mean shoot our way out?
Well, like War of 1812, no?
Do you forget where I'm from?
Yeah, but like you still know American history. Like so basically, what happened to Karma is what the Americans did to the UK.
But what do you think Ireland did to the UK?
The Templar was like dodging around in the War of 1812, making sure the White House stayed up like they do with Dorado, right? Like Dorado's the White House, the UK are trying to fight to take it, and you got Husky Templar just diving around making sure double kills, triple kills here and there. He was like the Americans were playing Battlefield while like the UK were playing Fortnite, you know?
You know Ireland fought back as well. You know that, right?
Yep.
Just making sure you know, because it sounds like you don't.
No, I do. I would like I'm also Irish.
Don't you? Right, I'm leaving. Technical difficulty. Sater has disconnected from the call.
Oi, lads.
Don't stop putting your head. Stop with your head. I still have respect for you. Just stop. Like, it's just Irish accents and anything that isn't Irish. Stop.
You God.
You can't do it. It's just incorrect.
It's my tea and crumpet. And I don't know how to.
You work in theater.
Dude, I had to do a British accent for a bit. I learned it for the show and then could never do it again. It was over from that moment forward. I can learn them for about a week and then I'm done.
I'm genuinely curious to know, like, if your theaters for like the blind, just audio showings.
What does that have? No, shouldn't it be the opposite way for the deaf? Because I can't do an accent.
No, it's just because your forehead is just so overwhelming.
Anyways, what else is overwhelming is this gold gap. It's almost as big as my forehead.
Fair.
You know, I'm gonna go back to the bandana because of you now, right?
100%. I don't care.
Okay. As long as you don't care. You're mad I left you on the cast alone for 1 week and I come back to this.
Yep. Well, let's go back into the game because we're stalling for time because of all the delays and everything else that was going on. It's kind of killed the buzz a little bit. Also, the fact that Dorado are once again smashing.
Kidding, Shurigan. But yes, they are absolutely smashing. 10,000 gold gap. Every single objective that has been on this map has been taken by Dorado Gaming. Every tower that has fallen was a direct impact of them shoving their bodies to throw them down. Meanwhile, on the other side, OverSoul has gotten nothing. They have no money. They have pretty well no kills, no CS, no items, no bitches. It's rough. It's rough. Like, look, Limster's trying to get something with the flash card. Dude's great at magic tricks because he just made Limster disappear.
Yeah, just Maharaga showing how to play TF in this game, and it is one of those cases where TF is just a very, very volatile champion to drafting right now. It can just completely take a team out, as you can. It's like a damaged Shen. It can be very, very difficult to play around it, and you can see how well they're playing it already. It's regardless of the advantage that Limster did pick up in lane, it's just able to control the sides, able to get the fights, able to control the tempo of the game from start to finish. And they're playing it exceptionally well. And Dorado, they're showing that they can play different things. They can control different areas of the map with different styles. And it's great to see, especially the fact that Kitsumi just also solo killed Anivia again in the bot side.
And they've taken objective number 7 with Baron. 7 objectives in 21 minutes. There's not
all
a
the grubs.
single thing.
Single.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. 50. Do I count towers now too?
No, they're statics.
Okay,
Neutrals
okay.
are different,
So 11 objectives in 21 minutes.
yeah. Because you can steal 2 grubs off a jungler when they start it, you know? Every single one still counts as
every
one.
grub doesn't matter once you take 2.
If it was Gimbly, it would only count as 1.
Okay, I see. I feel you. I don't really know what that meant, but I feel you.
You haven't watched Lord of the Rings?
I have not.
I'm leaving.
It is something. Wait, I've been meaning to watch it. I just haven't.
How do you mean to watch one of the greatest
'Cause I was
cinematic
supposed to watch
masterpieces
it-
of all time?
I was supposed to watch it with a girl that I was talking to at the time, and then she disappeared into the sunset, and I just never got around to it.
That happens to you a lot, though.
Girls disappearing, or me not watching popular media?
Girls disappearing.
Yeah, yeah. It's fine though. I'm as good as a magician as Twisted Fate, you know? Please
No, I
laugh,
think it's the other way
that's
around.
bad. What?
He doesn't go
I
on
only-
Snapchat. He only goes on the Ghost app, Casper.
What?
Snapchat has a ghost for a symbol now.
I think you go unhinged because you're unhinged right now.
I'm in a 3-year relationship. Relax. We're on different levels, buddy.
I'm also in a 3-year relationship. Me and the microphone.
How's that going for you?
It's got the most action out of my lips out of anyone.
This is just turning into a podcast now with League of Legends in the background.
Oh my god, well, speaking of podcast, Barn's gonna go down. This could get interesting here. This could get interesting. It's a big shutdown for Swifty. Swifty loves taking those shutdowns. Husky Templar on the run. He's on the run like women I talk to. He is trying to dodge and weave, but can he get away? It looks like he's going to. The exhaust comes out. The roots come out. The cleanup comes out from Twisted Fate as we watch OverSoul's entire hope of a comeback fall in front of our eyes in a globby, gooey mess.
Globby gooey mess. I like it. Nice ending for that one. But yeah, they send it all. They try to get something. They get one. They chase a little bit too far and they lose nearly everything. They do manage to pick up Kitsumi. The bird finally gets one back, but the game is over and it is done. And both sub 25s.
Yeah, I mean, just play Disturbed right now, because all I'm hearing is the sound of silence. It is.
That was actually a really good reference. Well done.
Thank you. That might be the first time you've ever said that to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good reference. We like that one.
Oh, we hope we hope that the conversations were entertaining. I mean, the first game was pretty entertaining. This game, by the time we were able to tune on and stream, was the start of the downfall for OverSoul. Do you think this was an off week, or do you think Dorado Gaming is just too damn good?
I think there's a little bit of readability when it comes to the meta that I don't think OVS were ready for. They're playing very, very strange picks and maybe their comfort, but they also didn't synergize too well. And I think they had this idea of, we'll just throw everything at them. But when you have such duelist style champions like Callista can dance around, Fizz can dance around, Vi's looking to get access to your backline, Twisted Fate's never going to be there. It was just very, very messy overall, and you could see it immediately that they just didn't have the answers for the 1v1s that they needed, and it's sad to see. Sad to see.
Yes.
And I really want to see more teams take it to Dorado and go, no, we can fight these, we can do something, but
I need to ask, because every week we see Dorado Gaming smashing and smashing and smashing. What do you think it will take to dethrone Dorado? We're getting closer and closer to playoffs and group stages and all that, and I think teams who are tuning in, they value your opinion about things, Sater. What are you saying to teams that need to take down this big bad boss in Dorado?
Your first 15 minutes have to go perfectly from now on. You can't give up any advantages. You can't let the jungler walk around like it's nobody's business. They get to do it for free, and there's just nothing left for them to even contest. They lose one engage and then the jungler just shuts off. You can't get anything done. You're under pressure. Like, think about game one. They lost the first hour 10 minutes, and then the Yorick was in your jungler's face. Like, how do you respond to that? How can you do anything about that? And the answer is you can't do anything. It's just done.
And if you're in that situation, you need to listen. I also think, as hard as it is to say, a strong top laner will go a long way against Dorado. I feel like every time we watch Dorado, Maharaga is having an impact. I feel like every time we watch Dorado, that top lane has been a big point of contention.
Giving it to them, though. That's the thing. The jungler gets free access.
That is true as well.
It's tough.
Barnes,
it's tough to call.
Barnes is a wicked jungler, and it's one of those things where it also feels like they get away with a lot because of how good they are.
Yeah, so, I think nearly every single lane, you can make the argument that they're just outperforming in that lane. They have everything they need to constantly put the pressure on in the lane to allow their jungler time. So they're working off of their jungler's tempo and pushing waves when the jungler is near and pulling back when the jungler isn't. They're constantly communicating the right times, the right timings, and the answers just aren't there in terms of how do we answer this, and it just gives them so much agency. It's like watching T1 against a tier 2 team. They know what they're doing constantly as a team, and it makes the difference.
And that is what we look for in leagues like this when you're trying to figure out who's going to come on top, who has that league factor, that X factor, if you will. And right now, I don't think we've seen a team yet that really has come close to what Dorado Gaming is, but that is destined to change. There is still a lot left in this season. There's still the playoff runs to come, and there's still a lot of time to change as a team and to get onto that level.
Yeah, there is a lot of time left, and I'm really hoping to see some teams make a resurgence in terms of being able to take the game to them and fight back on what they've been missing. But then again, we also need a team to be able to control that first 15 minutes that Dorado are so good at playing around and playing to their win conditions. So let's hope there's some more fight in the league. But regardless of that, seeing the playoffs will be pretty good. I think the playoffs have a really, really good seeded teams if it goes the way I think it's going to go.
Well, the only way you can find out how this is going to go is by tuning in next week when we're back again with another week of the Vanquisher League. Of course, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, we have all the other wonderful leagues in Titan, like Gladiator, like Divinity, like Immortals. So tune in for that, of course, every day almost, or I guess Mondays to Thursday at 8 usually, or 8:30. It depends if the spectator decides to keep letting us survive. But we apologize for the technical What's the word I'm looking for? We apologize for technical problems. And no, don't stop with the cut. Stop. Romeo, Sater, say bye. Say bye.
Did you just say your own name?
Yeah, say bye.
Did you just refer to yourself?
Say bye. Say goodbye, Sater.
See you all later. We'll be back soon. Peace.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. trust me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself. There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Yeah. You see it through. You see it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh,